love, unrequited, robs me of me rest. Love, hopeless love, my ardent soul encumbers. Love, nightmare-like, lays heavy on me chest, and weaves itself into my midnight slumbers. When you're lying awake with a dreadful headache and repose is tabooed by anxiety, I can see you may use any language you choose to indulge it without impropriety. For your brain is on fire, the bedclothes conspire with usual slumber to plunder you. First your counterpane goes and uncovers your toes, and your sleep slips a myriad from under you. Then the blanketing tickles, you feel like mixed pickles, so terribly sharp is the pricking. And you're hot and you cross and you tumble and toss till there's none to you in the ticking. And the bedclothes all creep to a ground in a heap, and you pick them all up in a tangle. Next your pillow resigns and politely declines to remain at its usual angle. Well, you get some repose in the form of a doze with hot eyeballs and head ever aching, and your slumbering teams with such horrible dreams that you very much better be waking. For you dream you are crossing the channel and tossing about in a steamer from Harwich, which is something between a large bathing machine and a very small second-class carriage. And you're giving a treat, penny ice and cold meat, to a party of friends and relations. They're a ravenous horde, and they all came on board at Sloane Square and South Kensington stations. And bound on the journey, you find your attorney, who started that morning from Devon. He's a bit undersized, and you don't feel surprised when he tells you he's only 11. When you're driving like mad with this singular lad, by the by the ship's now a four-wheeler, and you're playing round games and he calls you bad names when he tells you the tie's by the dealer. But this you can't stand, so you throw up your hand and you find you're as cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, the black silk with gold clocks crossing Salisbury Plain on a bicycle. And he and the crew are on bicycles too, which they somehow or other invested in. And he's telling the tars or the particulars of a company he's interested in. It's a scheme of devices to get at low prices and goods and cost fixes to cables, which tickled the sailors by treating retainers as though they were all vegetables. You get a good spadesman to plant small tradesman first takes of his boots with a boot tree, and his legs will take root and his fingers will shoot till they blossom and bud like a fruit tree. From the green goes to tree, you get grapes and green pea, cauliflower, pineapple and cranberries, while the pastries go plant cherry brandy or garnet, apple puffs and 3/4 of Banbury's. The shares of a penny and ever so many are taken by Rothschild and Baring, but just as a few are allotted to you, you'll wake with a shot of despairing. You're a regular wreck with a crick in your neck and no wonder you snore for your head on the floor. There's heels and pins to the soul, you see the friends and grip for your left leg sleep, you having a toes and a fine nose and a fluff in a lung and a feverish tongue and a thirst and intense and general sense you haven't been sleeping clover. But the darkness is past and it's daylight at last, and the night has been long. Ditto, ditto, my song. And thank goodness they're both of them